Hello everybody, good morning. I'm sorry I'm a couple of days late. That sounds terrible really, doesn't it? But there we go. Friday. I had intended doing this yesterday, but then I had a full-on day teaching yesterday, which was fabulous, and yeah, so nice to have a few new people coming in and doing things. Can only have a couple of 3 people in here at a time. I say a couple of 3 or 4 at the most, because of spacing and all the rest of it. And now we've changed rules again, haven't we? But there we are, never mind. So Christmas quilt, Witter Quilt number 6, Christmas applique. We've got the centre done, or at least I've got the centre done, which I'm doing as a log cabin wreath. Then the first block around it, that's your bells. This must be how, I've said this before, I think this must be how weather people do, and they know where to point and things, because as I'm looking at the camera here on my phone, I can see me and I can see this, and then I know what I'm doing. Sorry, I can't help it, you know, it's what I do. Right, okay, so I'm gonna do block number 2 to go around, okay. And I asked everybody for just, you know, suggestions on what we're doing, and I'm just doing things that are Christmas orientated, or things that would remind you of Christmas. So we're doing a Christmas pudding today, and I think, you know, Christmas puddings are traditionally Christmas puddings, aren't they, with a bit of holly and berries. Abby changed it slightly. Can't help it. There we go. So my Christmas pudding also comes with a nice flute of champagne. Thank you very much, because we like a little bit of the jolly jossop at Christmas. Might be alcoholical, might be non-alcoholical, whatever suits you. So there we are. There's my version of plum pudding, Christmas pudding, whatever you want to call it. We've got our traditional sprigs and our berries going on. I couldn't decide. Are we going to have, is it brandy butter, custard, ice cream, cream, all the rest of it? So we've got 2 different flavours going on there, all right? And I have actually put a dish. I don't know if you can see the blue bit there. So that's a dish under there. How many times do you see a Christmas pudding just sat as a Christmas pudding? And the yellow at the bottom is supposed to represent a nice little Christmassy tablecloth, all right? Got an extra sprig of holly and a few berries going on down here, and a glass, a flute of alcoholicals that matches the dish. There we go. So that's my version of Christmas pudding, block number 2 for Witter Quilt number 6. There we go. All right. I'll do as I've done before. I'll put you the pattern, okay, over on Patchwork Witterings, Abbieanne's Patchwork Witterings on Facebook, in the group there, so that you can have a little look, and hopefully you can sort of take a picture or download the photo or whatever. There's a few basic how-tos on there. Only thing I do need to say, okay, if you're using Bondweb like I did, don't forget to reverse your pattern up against the window and draw on your Bondweb, or on a light box if that's what you've got, okay. Now, I put everything into place except for that last holly leaf, okay, and ironed that all in where it needed to be, and then I put the yellow over the top, and I joined the yellow strip across the bottom so that it tidied up all the blue, all right, so you've got a nice tidy edge there. Then I went back to it and I put the last holly leaf on, and the berries, made sure the berries were in the right place. I have machined round most of these on this occasion. I still haven't done the bells, but I have done this one. And I've actually used on this occasion Gutermann embroidery threads, machine embroidery threads. They have a nice little bit of a sheen to them without being full on metallic, and work really quite well. I like them a lot, so that's what I've used on that one. Okay, so varying colours depending where I was. All right, and I found some fabric that is Tilda Fabric here that's got bubbles on, because I thought that worked quite well. Bubbles in my champagne, or me fizzy, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, so you've got a few basic how-tos on there. Excuse me. And then there's that. Okay, so that pattern will be over on Patchwork Witterings for you. Yeah, so go and enjoy. And some photos of what you're all doing would be lovely. Don't forget that, please. Lots of lovely photos. We like to see what everyone's up to. Over here, I'm just putting the binding on, finishing stitching the binding. I'm on the last length now. So when that quilt there's done, this is going to be with the new Tilda fabric that's up behind me. When I've finished that, I need to write the design up in the pattern, and I'll let you all have a little look at that. I'm hopeful that I'll get that done tomorrow. So you might see that Sunday, Monday, something like that. All right, I will be doing up a few kits for it as well, okay, if anybody wants. But yeah, I'll show you the new design. Yeah, very soon. It's all very exciting, very exciting. I had a lovely visit today from a couple down here on holiday, which was very nice. They wandered in to say hello, needed some thread and things, so that was nice. As I say, I've had loads of classes this week, and I'm very, very, very excited because I've been able to arrange a few things for next year. I'm hopeful. Now, this doesn't stop me doing my classes and stuff all over the country and abroad and that sort of stuff, but on a regular basis, hopefully I shall be back to Mondays over at St Austell, if numbers allow. So we're still going to be looking at the COVID rules, but we're talking back in the spring now, I think. But more and more exciting before then, I'm going to be teaching fortnightly to start with, and then hopefully weekly, at a new sewing studio workroom. It's just truly amazing, up at Ambleside Quilting in Kilkhampton, which is the other side of Bude, so a few miles from me, but I'll be doing that every fortnight, and as I say, then hopefully every week, and we'll be doing all sorts of things up there. It's just it's a purpose-built patchwork room. It's just fabulous. Very exciting. And then on top of that, this is just all too much, there's another one opening just the other side of Cullompton, so up there a bit and over, and I'll be up there at least once a month, and so when that's all sorted, I'll be shouting about that as well. So and we'll have sessions and things up there, so people up in that direction, if you want to come in, that would be lovely. Yeah, it's all very exciting. So some nice regulars coming in there that I can get you all doing some projects and yeah, beginners, furthers, what do you call them, improvers, experience, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are welcome to come along to the sewing sessions, where I'll be teaching, guiding, offering help, whatever you're wanting really, and then we'll take on a few projects and stuff, hopefully as groups as well. But yeah, by hand, by machine, whatever you want. I like big mixed groups, and we all have a bit of fun. All right, so there we are. Very exciting news for me. Looks like next year, hopefully, if everything's sort of under control, we'll have lots of new things going on for everybody. Excited. Right, now down to earth, I have to go shopping. Bit of a come down really. Had to wait in this morning first thing for the BT man, because the little BT man came. No, it wasn't BT. I think it's OpenReach. People what do for BT, because the internet's having a fit again. Yeah, again. So I couldn't do anything first thing, so I was binding in the kitchen, binding. Then I had, as I say, a nice visitation, and now I'm doing this, and then I'm off downtown to the post office to post out your orders. Thank you, ladies and gents. And then I'll go to the bank, and then I have to go and get cat food for Tom the pusty dad, and the three in the house. We've got 3 house cats as well. I don't know if I've told you about that. We've got Mummy Cat, Gingy and Grey. Mummy is the mummy of Ginger and Grey. They came as strays and tiddly tiny little feral kitten things, and they never went, but they've now become house cats. So we've got 3 indoors, and we have Tom, who is the permanent visitor to the cupboard, who now has his own Facebook page, by the way, in case you didn't know. Black Cat Tom. So if you want to see Tom up to his naughty tricks in here, there's lots of photos and a couple of little clips and videos and things of him being Tom and gorgeous as he is. So that's on Facebook. black hat on. Yeah, so there we are. Fabulous, nice to have you with me. I'm going to say 3 things. I'm going to say, are we doing any exercise today? I shall run around town. Are we talking to our friends? We really seriously need to be talking to our friends, because we've all just got trapped down again, haven't we, to 6 people inside or outside or whatever it is. So yeah, make sure everyone's all right, please. Say hello to them all. And what's the other one? Tidying. Yeah. You all know my thoughts on that one now. We don't do a lot of that. There we are. Okay, so have a lovely, lovely day. Hope you enjoyed the new one. Have a little go. Photos and anything going on. All right. And I hope to witter again Sunday, Monday, something like that, with the new quilt. And then we'll do another block at the end of next week or next weekend. Is that good? Does that sound like a plan? So, because I'm quite full on this week. So hopefully we'll have a witter beginning of the week and a witter at next weekend. All right. So be lovely.